All right, well, today is Sunday the 15th, I think, of June. And we are going to pick peppers. So, I got my handy dandy little clippers and my handy dandy little strainer that I use for everything. And here are just a couple of bell peppers. These are my purple bell peppers. And I've already sanitized my clippers with some rubbing alcohol. And the way you know that a purple bell pepper is ready to be picked is, hang on, let's clip it first. Here, you can see, I'm gonna cut it right here at the stem. You want to leave some stem on it. You don't want to cut it too short to the top. You want to give it some stem room. So I'm going to cut it up here closer to the plant. And I'm going to have to do it this way and hope it doesn't drop. So, and I only have one hand to do this with. Hang on. Let's stick my strainer down here to catch it. And then we're going to take it right up here and give it a quick cut. And there we go. Now, the way you know that your pepper is ready is this here by the stem. That's called its shoulders. And with the purple ones, the shoulders will be purple. And then it's ready. With green ones, you kind of have to just tell. A lot of my colored ones, you wait for the color to turn. If you leave the pepper on the plant, it will turn colors. Most of your bell peppers will turn colors. And technically, you don't want to leave your peppers on the plant too long, or else it will tell the plant that it has produced seeds and it no longer needs to put off fruit. And then you won't get any more peppers. Now, these peppers are going to be a bit small. And the reason for that is because there's not a lot of soil in this pot. So, of course, the peppers are going to be a little bit smaller. And that's okay. We're not trying to get these like ginormous mambo jumbo peppers. Because one, I didn't have the soil. And two, I didn't really have the space for them at the time. So we just went ahead and got them in a pot. That one's not quite ready. And that one's not quite ready. So I got them in a pot, and that way at least they didn't die. And they're not quite root bound. I mean, they do have a little bit of space still left in their pot, but they should. I'm going to try and transplant them, take the whole pot and just add some soil and put them in a bigger pot. But I wanted to show you just a couple of them here. Now over here is a green pepper, and these are actually a sweet pepper, which these peppers are supposed to also be. I'm just deadheading a couple of these marigolds real quick because we got a lot of rain again, and so we got a lot of deadhead marigolds. And again, it's just like any other plant. You pick the mushy heads that are dead, and so that way the plant knows to put off more flowers. And these peppers here are sweet bell pepper, and they're actually a mixed breed. And they are supposed to get green, yellow, and orange. So, let's see. Yeah, these are my mixed sweet peppers. So I think I'm going to let that guy go a little bit longer and see if it turns. I have some over here that are also sweet. You can see them in there. Just little guys. They're not quite ready to be picked. But the store-bought potatoes, the store-bought peppers, if you've been watching my channel for any time, you'll know that Ben got impatient and decided he wanted peppers sooner. So he bought a pepper plant and a tomato plant. So since he bought them, these things have been producing quite a bit. And this pepper plant was actually root bound. So I want to show you how they turn colors, because I've been watching it and just letting it be. And so I'll show you here that this little guy has been on the plant long enough that he's starting to turn colors. Real pretty orange. So he'll be a nice sweet pepper. And they're a little bit smaller, as you can see. But that's okay. They don't have to be ginormous in order to give us some good fruit. They just have to produce fruit so then we can eat it. And a lot of times your store-bought peppers and stuff are a lot bigger, but they also, see if you'll sit on this soil, there you go. But they also have fertilizers and other stuff on them. And you really don't want all of that on your peppers. Or any of your food, honestly, because it's just not very good for you. So I'm just going to cut these couple of peppers here. I've been watching them for a bit. You can see they're not the biggest peppers, but they don't have to be. And these are all bell peppers, so I'm going to take these in and probably make a stir fry or something with them. I'm not exactly sure yet. There's the store-bought tomato. And this is the store-bought pepper. And there was actually, if you look down here, there's 5 stems in here. That means there are 5 pepper plants in this pot. And that's why I transplanted it into a bigger pot. Because you can't have 5 pepper plants growing in one teeny tiny little pot. It's not going to produce much because it's going to get root bound and be unhappy. So instead I gave it a bigger pot. It did go through a little bit of shock because I took it out of one pot and put it in another. And when you transplant, or what I call up potting, a lot of times your crops will go through a little bit of what they call transplant shock, especially if they're already root bound. So then you just got to give them a little bit of time and be patient. And they will eventually get used to the new soil and continue to grow. So, figured I would just hop on here for a minute and show you. Now, here you go. This is today's harvest. And you can see it is still a little bit green. But for the most part, it is orange. And I don't want to leave it on the plant too long because, again, then it'll tell the plant to stop growing fruit. So that's what we did today. All right, well, this is our harvest, so I'm going to take it inside and get it all cleaned up and make something with it. So it's hot here today again, and I'm getting ready to start the hose and get the girls a bath. There you go. And since it's so hot, we dodged the sun. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this. And I'll probably do another video here before too long because we have a lot of jalapenos that need to be harvested and a couple of other things. So as I harvest things, I'll go ahead and hop on here and do a quick video and show you what I'm doing and go from there. So I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure that you like and subscribe. And remember, you are someone. You do matter. I love you. And we will see you on the next video. Ciao now.